Some football players buy things for $1, but other footballers buy things for tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, and every other price in between, all the way up to a $75 million purchase. Starting with Lionel Messi, he's always munching on bags of chips, but he's not the only one hooked on $1 junk food. Christian Pulisic admitted he can't live without $1 Reese's, and Bukayo Saka confessed his love for $1 Twix bars. But $1 snacks are just the beginning, and in this video, things are only getting more expensive from here. Take Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, for example. He was so obsessed with his car that he spent thousands of dollars just to match it. He was always cruising in his signature lime green Aston Martin, instantly recognizable with his initials, jersey number, and even sparkles on the side. But he didn't stop at just flexing his ride. He went all out and had a designer spend over 50 hours crafting custom Nike football boots to match it. These boots were insane, featuring 4,000 crystals, his initials, and his jersey number, perfectly replicating the car's look. And of course, he had to show them off in a game for a whopping $3,000. But Kevin De Bruyne took things to another level, dropping even more money on gifts just to one-up Lionel Messi. See, Messi had already gone viral for buying his teammates golden iPhones, and I can't lie, those things looked insane. But when De Bruyne saw that, he decided to go even bigger for his Man City squad. Instead of just gold, he got them custom iPhones that weren't just half Man City blue. They also had the team's logo, each player's name and number engraved, and the other half was pure platinum. And honestly, I can't blame his teammates for being hyped, because platinum iPhones? Yeah, those go for $7,000 each. But believe it or not, some footballers have spent even more on some of the most expensive gaming PCs owned by any athlete. Take Douglas Costa, for example. He was always posting about XXP weekends on COD, flexing how he dominated the leaderboards. So a company designed him a PC that didn't just use some of the most high-end parts available. It was fully water-cooled, had lights shining from every angle, and even featured his signature, his logo, and a picture of himself on the back. So yeah, it's no surprise Costa was grinning ear to ear when he got it. The thing cost just as much as Neymar's. Now, Neymar's PC was also built with the best parts on the market, and at first glance, it looked like just a regular BBC. Big black computer. But over time, it was completely customized to reflect everything he loved. His setup featured his jersey number, his nation's flag, Olympic rings, a football, and even tributes to his favorite games like CS, Go, and Among Us. Ever since getting his gaming beast, Neymar's been streaming non-stop, and thanks to Costa, he became such a well-known gamer that he even got his own skins in Call of Duty and Fortnite. That $10,000 PC? Definitely worth every penny. But while Neymar and Costa were spending big on gaming, Lionel Messi was dropping tens of thousands on his head game. This man's hair is always flawless. He's constantly popping up on my timeline getting his signature cut, a clean taper fade with just the right amount left on top. But even though Messi's haircut is honestly kinda mid, something you could get at a great clips for a few bucks, he actually pays his barber to travel with him everywhere he goes, giving him daily cuts no matter where he is in the world. And that kind of VIP treatment? It racks up fast, making each of Messi's haircuts cost around $16,000. But another football legend, Luis Suarez, spent way more on something far more meaningful, a custom ring designed to honor the biggest achievements of his career. This one-of-a-kind piece wasn't just any ring, it featured engravings of every major trophy he ever won and even had a golden boot encased in crystal to represent his award for being the top goal scorer. Suarez was obsessed with the ring, practically staring at it like he was in love, ready to kiss it. And who could blame him? It had everything: his nickname, jersey number, signature goal celebration, and, to top it all off, his country's flag wrapped around the band, crafted with blue and white baguette diamonds. With all that detail, Suarez got fingered for a whopping $30,000. But that's nothing compared to players like Rashford, Haaland, Ronaldo, and Benzema, who've spent hundreds of thousands on some of the craziest cars in the world. Starting with Marcus Rashford, his ride kept getting him into trouble with the police. One time, he walked out of a restaurant only to find a parking ticket slapped onto his Oreo-colored supercar. Now, yeah, he was definitely parked like a menace, but he also realized that a custom car with bronze rims was making him way too easy to spot. So, he decided to switch things up, getting it completely transformed with a sleek gray and carbon fiber finish, plus blacked out rims. But even with the new look, fans still recognized Rashford whipping his McLaren around. And in the funniest twist, someone even caught him on camera parked half on the sidewalk again, only this time, he actually got into his car right as a cop was writing another ticket. And let's be real, that $60 fine was nothing to him, especially when the car itself set him back a cool $350,000. But Erling Haaland went even bigger, dropping serious cash on a car that actually won an award. It was named the most luxurious SUV on the planet, and for good reason: custom white leather, stars on the ceiling, and a design so clean it looks like it was made for royalty. This thing isn't just about looks, though. It's got headlights that move like eyeballs and even matches the cars from my favorite Lil Baby music video. Haaland is always spotted fueling up and cruising around in his Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a ride that somehow manages to be whiter than him. So you can imagine my stress when I saw him texting while driving this thing. I did not want to see him wreck a $400,000 masterpiece. But Cristiano Ronaldo? He wanted something completely different. Lately, I've been seeing him hopping out of Ferraris left and right, pulling up to events, arriving at hotels, and flexing rares that look like they were built for space travel. Until eventually, he wanted something that was both luxurious and fast, so he copped a Ferrari I've never even seen before. Ronaldo's always behind the wheel of this thing, and for good reason. It's powered by the same engine as the Ferrari Roma, meaning it can hit 200 miles per hour. But what really makes it special? It's the first ever Ferrari with 4 doors, and not just any doors, they open backwards. So yeah, Ronaldo's Purosang, or however the hell this caption spells it, set him back $425,000. But last, and definitely not least, Karim Benzema's garage isn't just home to a Rolls-Royce like Haaland's or a Ferrari like Ronaldo's. Sitting right next to those is one of the craziest supercars owned by any footballer. Benzema got his hands on Lamborghini's newest creation, a beast of a car, decked out in all orange with scissor doors and a spoiler that literally adjusts with the wind. Lambo even dedicated a spot on their website just to flex this thing in a crazy commercial, because when you drop that kind of money, your car deserves its own highlight reel. That's because they named it the Revuelto, Spanish for mixed up, since you can mix between an all-electric engine or a regular one with over 1,000 horsepower. And for that kind of power, Benzema had to drop a cool $600,000. But alright, that's enough about cars. This is Satifo, not Fast and Furious. Besides, some football stars have actually spent more on watches than any of these cars. Take Vinicius Jr., for example. His timepiece doesn't just tell time, it actually plays music. And not just any song, it's the Godfather theme, inspired by one of the most legendary gangsters in movie history. Inside the watch, a mini version of the Godfather himself, sitting next to rubies, a rose gold piano, and diamonds that are constantly spinning. The whole thing came in a custom box that had Vini hyped, and for good reason. That watch set him back $660,000. But then there's Ronaldo. Hold on a minute, goddammit, Ronaldo, do you buy everything? Because his watch? Yeah, it was even more expensive, and believe it or not, it was inspired by food. Caviar isn't just some overpriced, bougie appetizer that low-key makes me want to gag just looking at it. Believe it or not, a bunch of fish eggs actually inspired Ronaldo's latest flex, a watch. His Jacob & Company. Caviar is covered in over 200 baguette-cut emeralds, all carefully placed on the face to mimic the look of, well, actual caviar. And as if that wasn't extra enough, the bottom half is packed with diamonds and comes with a green alligator skin band. So, of course, Ronaldo had to flex it while making his big announcement to join his new club, because when your food-inspired watch costs $770,000, you make sure the world sees it. Maybe time is money, but Neymar? He took it 10 times further, by buying an entire island. His private resort isn't just surrounded by water and blessed with its own beach. It's so exclusive that Neymar can literally pull up in a helicopter anytime he wants, thanks to the helipad built right on site. Neymar's island isn't just some private getaway, it's got everything he needs for the ultimate vacation. We're talking pools and jacuzzis everywhere, indoor ponds filled with fish, an outdoor kitchen for grilling up feasts, but owning all that on his own private island? Yeah, that set Neymar back $7 million. And with all that space, there's more than enough room for Zlatan Ibrahimovic to pull up with his even crazier purchase, because Zlatan didn't just get an island, he got a mega yacht. This beast isn't just about luxury, it flies through the water at 50 miles per hour. Inside, it's got ocean view bedrooms, a full kitchen with a private chef whipping up Zlatan's favorite meals, and even a jacuzzi on the top deck with a built-in pool on the lower level. And you know Zlatan had to flex it, He's constantly diving off the top, working out on board, and even flying a drone just to show off every angle of his $8 million masterpiece. But Kylian Mbappe? His purchase wasn't just bigger, it was way more expensive. Mbappe made history by becoming the youngest club owner ever after buying his childhood team, Cannes, for $20 million. Seeing them struggle with $9 million in debt, he stepped in, paying off their losses, signing a star player, and celebrating wins with his new squad. Meanwhile, Zlatan took luxury to another level with a purchase that zooms at over 700 miles per hour. But it's not just any plane. It's something he uses to relax and handle business in style. Zlatan's $25 million jet is built for speed and luxury, with space for 10 people, transforming couches, and TVs everywhere. Flying at over 700 miles per hour, it always turns heads when he lands. But Ronaldo took it even further. After years of owning private jets, he upgraded to a Gulfstream G650, one of the fastest in the world. And in true Ronaldo fashion, he customized it with his image, logos, and a sleek black carbon fiber wrap. Harry Kane made the most expensive purchase in the video, investing $75 million to open Taka Social, the world's first restaurant where fans can play football inside. It's a full-on football experience, featuring challenges, bars, and even his own signature burger. The concept gained massive attention, with the sidemen checking it out and Kane promoting it globally. After launching in the UK, he made headlines by planning to expand Taka Social to the United States. So if you like our content, please subscribe Satifo for more fascinating videos about football. Thanks for watching.